So guys, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be talking about a brand new card to FIFA Ultimate Team in the form of this award winner, Christiansen. Now, this card isn't actually in packs, you actually have to do an SBC to obtain it, and the SBC is actually simple to do, but it will cost you around 10 to 20k due to an inform actually being required to complete it. Now, if you are wondering why this player got this card, he essentially was the player of the year in the Swedish league. Just before we continue, if you could leave a like on the video, that would be awesome. Remember to also leave a comment letting me know if you've tried this guy and how he was for you. Anyway, let's get back on to Christiansen. So at the start, you'll have noticed the team that I used the card in. Let's be honest, it's not particularly great. You know, you definitely won't be seeing teams like that in FUT Champs. So one thing to note straight away is that this guy is very hard to get into decently rated teams without the use of icons. Anywho, let's move on. Less about the team, more about the player. So, originally in FIFA, he's a 74 rated silver who has now been boosted to an 84 rated special card. And as you can see, there's been some pretty nice upgrades to the stats. Plus 12 on shooting, passing and defending are very nice to see. In-game stats wise, there is a lot to like about this card. As you can see, a lot of dark green stats, which is nice. So, first we'll get the odd ones out the way. 66 finishing, not ideal, especially since for me personally, my midfielders do get into a lot of attacking positions, so the finishing not ideal. Also, the strength of 66 isn't great either. However, positively, nearly every other stat is dark green, which is brilliant. 85 positioning, 84 shot power, 86 short passing and 88 long passing. Those are some very nice attributes. On top of that, 99 agility, 97 balance and 96 stamina. Those are some very nice stats for a centre mid, especially considering his high height. It's great that he's got good stamina because it means he can last pretty much the full game and then some. So how did he perform in games? Well, he was good at times, but one thing that really annoyed me about him was the fact that he would sit back quite a bit. Don't get me wrong, when he does sit back, he does his fair share of defensive duties well, but I do wish he got forward a bit more because at times I'd be on attacks and he would just sit back in midfield, and as you can imagine, that was frustrating. His pace for a midfielder is great, I've got no complaints about that whatsoever. Dribbling wise though, I have to say, I did feel a bit let down. Now I thought with the decent ball control and the 99 agility, he'd be really smooth to run with, but you know, that 78 dribbling, it actually holds him back because he just doesn't feel anywhere near as fluid as you would expect. Shooting now, and from distance, impressive. Very impressive, accurate strikes, but I will say, he does like to test the woodwork now and then, but you know, he's got them very powerful strikes in his arsenal. So shooting from distance, thumbs up. Shooting from inside the box, thumbs down. If you're going to shoot from inside the box, don't go for the finesse, go for the power strike. Otherwise, you know, he's probably not going to score. And now we come on to his passing, which to be fair is where he excelled for me. His short passing and link-up play was very good, but his long passing was better. That was awesome. Great for just spreading play wherever you want it. Long balls galore, and this guy can just pretty much ping the ball from one side of the field to another to a teammate. He really was accurate with his long passing. Defensively, well, like I said earlier, he does do a fair shift in defence. He likes to sit back, and to be fair to him, he did intercept a lot of passes. I thought his slide tackling was very good, but I didn't think too much of his stand tackling, and I definitely feel that his low strength affects that. Right then, summary time. As a whole, good player, but not a great one. I did like using him, but I did feel like some of his in-game stats were just as misleading as half the titles and thumbnails that are on YouTube. He certainly did not feel like he had 99 agility in game. I liked his passing and his shot power, and the 96 stamina is great because obviously, you know, he'll last a full 90 minutes, which is awesome, especially for something like FUT Champs, but that 66 strength definitely lets him down. And also the finishing, for me personally, because like I've said, I like to attack with my midfielders and run with them quite a bit, the finishing was an issue too. But as a whole, is he worth doing? Well, you know, you can get him for like 20k, it's a special card with some awesome in-game stats, so yeah, I do think he's worth it. Would I start him? No, he's a player I'd definitely play off the bench, and I think he'd be a pretty good super sub. Anyway guys, those are my thoughts on this brand new card. Let me know yours in the comments below. If you've got any questions about this card, put them in the comments too, and I'll do my best to answer them. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you could leave a like on the video, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, I will catch you in the next one.